Hello and welcome to this short video where we will run through some tips to help you understand the investment information in your account. First of all, I just want to confirm that what is contained in the video is not meant to be construed as advice and is for informational purposes only. Now, the screen you can see at the moment is the screen you will see when you first log in online. If we want to look at a specific investment in more detail, we'll need to focus on a specific account. In this example, we're going to use the group SIPP. So we'll just click on that to start with. Now, once you're in the group SIPP, you can see a list of the existing investments you hold in that account. We're just going to run through some of the information that's displayed. First of all, we can see the number of units held. This will, of course, increase or decrease if we were to purchase more or sell a portion of that investment. To the right of that, you can see the price, and this is an updated and most recent price that's shown. If you were to multiply those two things together, this would bring us to the total value. Now, to the right of the value column, we have the cost column. Now, when we calculate the cost, we use a moving average method. This is where the total sum invested in that holding is divided by the number of units purchased to obtain an average price per unit. The average price per unit is then multiplied by the number of units currently held to provide the cost figure that you see. Then the difference between the value and the cost shows us a gain or a loss. And that's shown in pound sterling, but also in percentage terms as well. Now that we have seen the overview of the investments, we can now look at them in more detail through their specific fact sheet. In order to access this, you will need to click on the blue and white icon underneath the Actions tab on the right-hand side. We're going to go through an example of that now. Through here, you can see information like the annual return over the last 5 years and the ongoing charges that you pay to the fund manager. You can also see the fund objective, and if you keep scrolling down, you can see the fund size and also the number of total holdings. On the right-hand side now, we can see the list of the top 10 holdings, top 10 sectors, and also top 10 countries. This will help you understand where the fund is invested in a little bit more detail. If we scroll back up to the top, we can look at another tab, which is the Charts and Performance tab. What you can see here is a line graph showing you the performance over the last 5 years. You also have the option, using the Add to Chart function underneath, to add another investment to this graph, to add a particular sector or a particular index so you can compare performance. Although what we do need to remind you is that past performance is not a guide to future returns. Then we can see the Key Features and Documents tab. This is important because we would suggest familiarizing yourself with the key investor information document before investing in any fund. Then finally, you can see the Cost tab. This will give you an idea as to the impact both HL's charge and the fund management charge may have on your investment. And we use some assumptions as an example. Now, I hope you have found this useful, but if you want to discuss anything in more detail, please don't hesitate to get in touch.